Hey everybody, it's Darnell Crittenden from DC and with some power players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Excuse me. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe, leave your notification on so you not miss DTV at its best. And this is a topic of my show that I pay homage and respect to the fallen, to the deceased, and I call this show Remember Them. And I'm just finding out moments ago on social media, on pretty much everywhere, that we have lost a most iconic actor for decades. And I'm talking about Val Kilmer. What can I say about it? There's only one word. Thank you for being a part of the show. Shout out goes out to Matt Unique, Prince Unique, aka Prince You Yeet. Soon as you get your game, let me know, and we're gonna be online. But right now, I want to step out of the gaming world for a minute and get into the reality world. How can I describe Val Kilmer? I got one word to describe him: unbelievable. This man has lived an unbelievable, blessed life at the age of 65 years old. I mean, Val, how I describe him, done it all, man. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. He has done it all. And in the next few moments, I'm gonna give you my own little personal slideshow on some of the movies he been in. I mean, I wish I could find all the pictures of all the movies he been in, but it's some of my few favorites that he been in is amazing. Uh, Val Kilmer died at the age of 65 years old due to his battle with throat cancer, and that's kind of sad and that's kind of ironic in a way because my stepfather died of throat cancer. So, I mean, that's a real serious tough battle, and I'm gonna give shout outs right quick to his family, to his friends, to the billions. I'm not gonna say millions. We living in a world now, it's billions. To the billions of fans around the world, including myself. I want to make this a very special Val Kilmer edition on how I feel about it. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is, it's a damn shame. Yes, it is. Straight up. And I'm glad you're in the party right now. I mean, I'm glad you're on the show right now. My party's not open because I want to make this more discreet as possible. So again, Prince, just for the next few moments, I'm glad you're in this party, man. So uh, any disruption towards the show, you know what I'm talking about. When I do this, get rid of them. Whoever it is, I wave my hand like this, you know what to do. Get them out of there. Because we trying to make this a very discreet, respectful, and pleasant show for one of the most, again, incredible, remarkable, one of the most unpredictable, talented, amazing, clever. This guy, a very clever actor. So let's begin on my little slideshow of how I feel about him. And again, he just died today. All right, let's look at some pictures. Let's go into the Spotty '09 Wayback Time Machine, and let's look at some of the pictures I'm about to show you on how I remember them. This picture right here, this is Val Kilmer. I remember one of his first movies. In fact, I remember his first two earliest movies when he played in a movie called Top Secret. It was a comedy, little comedy movie, you know, that he tried to play like this clever little secret agent. And that was one of his movies. And the second movie, pretty much the same look, what you see right now. He played in this movie in the early 80s called Real Genius. Okay, he played a college grad that was about to get kicked out of school or whatever, and then somehow him and his friends they try to come up with an experimental project to make this laser, and they try so hard to make this laser, and don't want to spoil it, but at the end, the laser finally did work, and you got to see it. It's an old school 80 movie. So he played in Top Secret, and he played in this movie called Real Genius. In this picture, I think he was like in his I'm gonna say like in his early 20s, like 22, 23 in this picture. So just to let everybody know, I got another picture of him. Okay, we just taking a stroll down memory lane. All right. He also played in this movie called The Doors, that was based on the John Morris story. Okay, in this picture, I'll blow it up for a second. I think and believe it or not, he actually grew his hair on this one because I've seen this movie. That's how he looked it back then. I think this movie was like somewhere in the early, like going into the 2000s. I think this movie came out like in like 2001 or 2003. I'm not sure, but he played and portrayed John Morris from The Doors, which I thought that was a cool look. You know, my guess probably in his 30s. I'm gonna go there, somewhere around there. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so again, we're just gonna do a little slideshow on how I remember some of the things he does. Next, another slideshow that I'm gonna bring up right now, and you guessed it, I'm gonna pull it up. He played in Batman Forever. Yes, I think he was like the let's see, he was like the second Batman through the prequel of Batman Forever. In fact, it was him and Chris O'Dowd. And then later, when they did Batman and Robin, it was George Clooney and Chris O'Dowd. But yes, he donned the cowl, he donned the cape, and he played Bruce Wayne in Batman Forever. All right. He who did he go? Who was the villain in Batman Forever? Uh, Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey. Yes, those were the villains in that movie, and yeah, he did his business in that one. I'll show you another picture solo as Bruce Wayne. Give me a second. That's how he look. A little better picture of him as Bruce Wayne. All right. There he is. Straight up. So he handled his business in that. And I think that movie came out in the early 90s, somewhere between 90, 95 and 98, if I'm not mistaken. And if I am mistaken, please leave it in the comments and correct me. But yeah, he was like in the third prequel and the third sequel as a more younger Bruce Wayne. All right. Next, and this is my favorite. Oh man, this is one of my favorite movies, dude. Yeah, look at him. That's him as Bruce Wayne in Batman Forever. Him and his co-star actor uh, Chris O'Dowd. Okay, and he played Robin. And I can remember who the villains were was Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey, who played the Riddler. Yes, you think that's some? I got another picture I got to pull up. Y'all gonna trip on this. And this has happened to be one of my favorite movies next to this one. Here we go. He played the legendary Doc Holliday along with Sam Elliott, along with Bill Paxton, and along with Kurt Russell in one of my favorite cowboy flicks. I watched this damn thing 1,000 times, still can't get enough of it. He played in Tombstone. Yes, I know, because I got that movie in there on Blu-ray, on DVD. I mean, I will watch this over and over again. I do have a thing for cowboy movies. I grew up, again, watching cowboy flicks when I was a kid, and even now, I'm still a fan of cowboy movies. But this, I like them all. I like all cowboy movies. Who would never thought a brother could be a cowboy? Another story for another time. But yeah, he played Doc Holliday. And his favorite catchphrase, "I'll be your Huckleberry." Psh, psh. And he was quick on the draw, man. I mean, he was so fast with a gun, you can't even tell if he's going to shoot you or not. In fact, I think his hand was faster than a bullet, to tell you the truth, in this movie. One of my favorites. And when I get the chance, I'm going to dig it out and I'm going to watch it again. So, yeah, that's him as Doc Holliday. Love it. Straight up. Next, we got a couple more things, a couple more snippets, so to speak. Now, if y'all don't know him in this movie, then y'all don't know him at all. For the next 2 minutes, take a good look at him. Take a good hard look at him. And this movie came out in the early 80s. I think this movie came out in 83 or 84. At that time, I was in high school at the time. But it's somewhere, it did came out in the 80s. Between 83, 84, no later than 88. He plays the Iceman in one of the most legendary movies of all time. Him and Tom Cruise in Top Gun. If y'all don't know any other movie he played in Top Gun. Straight up. And I can't tell anybody, if you ain't seen none of his movies, I'm pretty sure everybody saw Top Gun. I did. And I mean, it's fast paced, quick action, he's flying planes. So yeah, he played the Iceman. Yep. And I got another picture of him as the Iceman. I just want to show it in black and white, give y'all guys a different perspective. There he is, 1959, 2025. Rocking, rocking the buzz fade. Got this little Bart Simpson buzz fade going on. My guess in this picture, he just probably going into his 40s. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna say 42 on this picture. Just getting into his 40s. Okay. I would say no older than 46 at the most. I ain't going no higher than 42. I'm gonna run with 42 on this one. Straight up. He just kept himself looking good. Straight up. Alright. And we got a couple more other pictures I want to show right quick. He played in this movie, which I never saw, and he played like this Viking, which I never saw it, but I'm going to have to investigate and check into that and see what it's about. He played in this movie called The Guardian. Okay, and on this picture, grew his hair, I would say in his late 30s going into his 40s on this one. And I didn't even know he played a Viking in this movie. Never saw it, but I'm going to have to do some research, find out how much that movie is, and buy it so I can get a better understanding of it. But yeah, he played this movie as a Viking called The Guardian. And if you have saw it, Prince, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Okay, yeah, just once, okay. Just let me know so I could do some research on it, and then later I'll buy it for myself and check it out. So, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen all his movies except this one. Okay, one or two can slip past me. I mean, you gotta think the man did a lot of movies over the years, so it's a possibility I can skip one or two. It's not the end of the world, but I did a little research, and he did a damn good job in this movie. You know, but I will get into it once I find a little more details on it. And last but not least, the picture that really hurts my heart the most, and this is him now at 65. There he is. That's how he looked now at 65 years old. And as you can see, he got his hand on his throat because he's holding the track in his throat. Okay, and he has like a little device. He can't use it no more, but he has this little device. It's a special device that's like a track, but it holds like a little voice box that goes somewhere up, between his neck through his throat. And when he talks, it's a little difficult for him to breathe, a little difficult for him to talk. So he, he'll say a couple of words and that's it. And believe me, nobody wants that, man. And yes, he did Willow. Yes, he did. Yes, you know what? And I try to find that picture on Willow too. Yes, he did Willow. Good movie, by the way. Very good movie. Okay. Let me quick do a little quick history on him right quick, so I can find out a little bit more about him. And then in the next few moments, we're gonna bow our heads in a moment of silence, but not just yet. I just want to do a couple of things right quick. Do a little quick history on him, and we're gonna continue our show as soon as my tablet loads up. Okay, all right. Let's see. Come on, load up. There we go. There we go. Come on, don't do this now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just give me one more minute, guys. I'm just trying to do a little history on it. I just want to find a little info on him right quick. Okay. I can give a little history on him. Says Val Kilmer, an actor known for his roles as Top Gun, The Doors, Batman Forever, died at the age of 65 on April 1st. Okay, so I found out the exact date. We just found out the news today. So he died on April 1st from pneumonia after a decade-long battle with throat cancer. Okay, I'll give you a little extra history on him. Born in Los Angeles, Kilmer became one of the youngest students that ever admitted to the Juilliard drama program at the age of 17 years old, which means he's been acting since he was 17 years old. He'd been acting a career on stage before transitioning to films, debuting in the 1989 spy spoof Top Secret. Yep, sure did. I called it. All right. It's so much on him. Yes, he did Real Geniuses. Later, he continued doing movies as it says right here. Later career, he continued acting in his films like Tombstone, that came out in 1993, True Romance in 1993, and in Heat in 1995. Okay, and it says health struggles in 2014. Kilmer was diagnosed with throat cancer, which led him to treatment that includes a tracheostomy. I can't pronounce that. Permanent damage to his voice through his throat. Sad, man. That's sad. Yes, you now have entered the no troller zone. He takes this seriously with a grain of salt, for real. So, yeah, shout out goes out to Smokey, Jonathan Ware. Thank you so much. And I'm paying tribute and homage right now to uh, Val Kilmer. Yeah, you speaking of Tombstone, hold that thought. Glad you thought of that. Glad you thought of that. I'll be your Huckleberry. There he is. Now what? Okay. Um, just want to get a little brief history on him right quick. This guy, yeah. I'm glad you in here and the rest of my moderators in here. Handle it, because I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. When it come down to remember them, when it come down to paying homage and deceased, y'all gonna go there. He played in Ghost in the Darkness. Yeah, yeah, he did. Yes, he did. I saw that movie one time. Very good. It's a very good suspense movie. Yes. So that's how I want to remember him. You know, Doc Holliday. I'll be your Huckleberry. And I mean, he, man, I remember when he was standing at that tree in the movie, and then he took on that other cowboy, and I mean, they were just staring at each other's eyes, turned around, lit them up so fast. I mean, he twirled that gun so damn fast, man. I mean, in fact, that is definitely one of my favorite cowboy movies, man. And I like the scene where they, with him and Curly Joe and everybody was in the bar, and everybody and the cowboy was twirling his gun like this, and he had a cup, and he was mimicking the move with the cup like he had a gun. I thought that was the most funniest damnest thing. I love it. I will watch that movie over and over again, man. It's just, it is the whoo. You can't go wrong with the classics, man. But he done it all, man, for real, on everything. He done it all. So we all know now he died April 1st. All right. But the picture I want to remember him is, if I want to remember him right now, one of the best things, yeah, when he was just twirling the cup like this and doing his little dance and sipping it like this and doing like this and doing this, loved it. But if I want to remember Val Kilmer, I want to remember that as one of the most iconic movies. In fact, to me, one of my three favorite iconic movies of all. One, in fact, we're gonna say the best for last. Uh, one, Top Gun. Two, Batman Forever. And three, you see it on that picture right there, Tombstone. Those are the three favorite Val Kilmer movies. I can watch them jokers, don't get disappointed at all. But if I want to remember him from how he looks now, I will remember that too. But if I really, really want to remember this guy, you know, personally, it's got to be the Iceman. It's got to be the Iceman from Top Gun, straight up. So for the next few moments, let me put this picture up right quick. It's time to say a prayer. Or I could use this picture, or I could use this picture. But you know what? Because it's the Iceman, I'm going to do it right. We're going to use this picture for the next few moments. Right now, I want y'all to close your eyes. Put your hands in the form of a prayer. That's right, Iceman, I'm dangerous. Yeah, I remember that quotation in the movie. But it's time to get for real time. So for the next few moments, I want everybody to close your eyes. Put your hands in a form of prayer. Bow your head down, completely down. You got to do a bobblehead move. No, all jokes aside, bow your head down. For the next few moments, we're going to take a moment of prayer. And the only thing I want to hear is the sound of silence. Let's pay tribute and respect to the legendary, iconic Val Kilmer. Thank you. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Because I say that for a reason. When your time comes, and when it's time for you to leave this world and go into the afterlife and be home with God, you want that same respect regardless of who you is. So right now, I'm going to give shout out again to his family, to his friends, to the billions of fans around the world, hell, around the universe. We can go further than that. I want to say here that DCN Networks presents Power Players. Alexander. Did he ever make a movie called Alexander? I'm gonna have to check. I think I've heard that once before. I'm glad you're bringing up good topics. But back to what I was saying, um, to his family, billions around the world, including myself. Thank you. We love you. There can never ever be another one like you, Mr. Kilmer. Right now, I'm about 1,000% sure you up in heaven right now. You probably riding your jet, going Red Planet. Yes, he did play in Red. Yes, he did play in Red Planet. I remember that movie. Very good movie though. Very, very good sci-fi, by the way. So right now, after the end of this, remember them. Please leave in the comments and let me know, or better yet, just let everybody know, how did Val Kilmer inspire your life? I think how he inspired my life, because I'm about to end this because my time is almost up. He inspired me when, like I said, some of the movies that was my favorites, but I think he inspired me when he played Iceman in Top Gun. You know, aim high. Fly fast, aim high, and he was cocky, brilliant, but he handled his business. I mean, that inspired me. Of course, I'm a Batman fan. I believe it or not, I liked him in Batman too. But uh, I think he inspired me most of all in Tombstone, man. He was just laid back, chilling. He picks his own battles, man. But when he get ready to shoot, he was ready to shoot. You know, he, you know. I mean, he smooth. One thing I liked him in Tombstone. I mean, he was that smooth talker kind of guy. But at the same time, you know, don't want to try him, because even though he was smooth talking, but he always proved his point, man. That's what I liked about him in Tombstone. He always picked his own battles. He was a smooth talker. Of course, he was the ladies' man, gambler. He was. I think the only thing that made it sad about the movie, he was sick at the time, but he still kept it. He kept it cool. He kept it smooth. You know, even it be times you can look in Tombstone like he want to get pissed off, but he was that smooth kind of pissed off. He was just sitting up there with the guns in his hands, like, go ahead and try it. You know, I like the part when he came out like, I got two pistols. So the brother was laid back, man. When he get pissed, man, in Tombstone, when he start pulling, when he get to talking, that's fine. But when that gun is out, he ain't talking no more. And I love that in him. That's the reason why I will watch Tombstone again. He'll talk. He will talk, and he played it cool. He played it smooth. He played it debonair. He was just a laid back kind of guy. But when he pulled his gun out, he's pissed. You won't see it in his face, but you better believe that revolver's in his hand. You can hang that up. You can hang that up. Seven Below. Yes, he did play in Seven Below. Man, you know in all the movies, all right? So, again, we about to end this show right now. So, again, from all of us from DCN Networks and Power Players, again, Mr. Val Kilmer, thank you. We love you. It'll never, ever be another one like you. To his family, thank you. Especially to his family, man. You know, I think, to me, in my heart, you know, he's gone, and it really hurts me the most. But what he went through, I just think the world just got a little bit more, just a little bit more a little more quieter because now he can't really say what he want to say. I just feel like the world just got a little bit quieter. That's good, but at the same time, it's kind of sad. But in my mind, I'm pretty sure he's in heaven right now. I'm pretty sure he's flying a jet or even riding a horse like Val, like in like Doc Holliday. I'm pretty sure he is. I I could just see that in my mind. I know he is. So, little robot buddy, you's officially on break. And we're about to end this show right now. So please leave in the comments and let me know. And remember Val Kilmer on the Val Kilmer edition on how he inspired your life through all the years and decades, on how he portrayed all these amazing characters, all these amazing movies. Please leave in comments. I'm going to say this right quick. We need more subscribers. I'm going to leave it at that. Well, that's it. I got to split because there's things I have to do. And like always, this show will be shared on Facebook. Thank you, Val. Love you, man. Always have, always will be. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. And again, to the unpredictable, legendary, iconic Val Kilmer. May he rest in heaven and beyond. Take care of yourself. And always remember, God is still in control. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. I say it on every show. Let me remind you. Put those guns down. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Put them down. Let's find another choice. Take care of yourself. Peace.